more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Notre Dame's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will have first crack at this one. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Carr on play action. Got it. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to get it in. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And that holding penalty is going to make things more difficult. 2nd and goal coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Carr. The screen, he can go. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Play fake, Carr. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing Joseph. Got a man. It's Kearney. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't get...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Unloads to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Nice grab. Good footwork. Everything you want on the completion. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now here's Joseph. Right on the money. Strong, firm tackle.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Got it set up on the outside. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Carr working that left side now. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And he just got the on-Wisconsin call and went on into the backfield to pick up the sack.
Yeah, jumping around on quarterbacks in the backfield. Really good job getting upfield, playing aggressive, playing like their hair's on fire. Wisconsin linebackers do that year after year.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
From the gun on third down, Carr takes a hit as he fires. Soft spot in the middle. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on third down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were first and second down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
Absolutely center cut. The lead is 6 in the first.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Joseph. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for once.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Throwing, Carr. Got his man downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You know, sometimes as a quarterback, guys, you just need a new environment. You need a change of scenery. And this was a highly recruited guy. Didn't quite work out for him at his last destination. So now here he is. And he's not playing in a Power 4 conference by any stretch, but he feels like with this coaching staff, he's a better fit in this system, and he thinks he's going to have a big year.
And this is something we don't talk about as much, man. There's a lot of talent that also comes down now. So there's talent going up, yes, to new places, but these are really talented kids that don't necessarily get to start, but he's got obviously the name. He's got some ability, some skill. Interested to see him, new coaching staff, new environment, new start, to see if we see the best version of him.
Play action, Carr. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Here's Carr to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Moving out to the right. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this.
There's a crease. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they stretched the lead to 13. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Just a short pass to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Badgers send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
He's going to fire to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. The run inside. It's Williams. He's got 59 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Carr throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now on the move. Got a little grass. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. An explosive play in the running game. Moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wideout. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's there to make the stop.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Joseph from the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Badgers are marching down the field. Joseph. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground with the counter. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's going to run it. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Never a doubt.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Takes it in. Touchdown, Badger.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. The lone back's got it. Nice move to keep running. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab, and he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 24 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's Ole Miss trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in South Bend. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
The Badgers will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, Guys, I caught up with Notre Dame's head coach coming out of the locker room. This home crowd is fueling their running game. Every single time the running back gets the rock, they are going crazy. The ground game has been good, and they're going to continue to ride the momentum of this home crowd.
Holly, thank you.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The give on the counter. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces the punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Backed up now, here's second and long. Throwing Joseph. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Here's a heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the fifth kick of the night. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running inside, it's Williams.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Carr from the gun on third down. He'll throw it. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Back to the ground game on the left. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Keeps it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Here's Carr to throw. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
He now has 84 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, it's Carr. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Joseph. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the single back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Play action, C.J. Carr. Under fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. That holding call's really got them backed up. They're facing 2nd and 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Bounced off his feet.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll run it. It's Williams. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great job by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
Makes the grab in their space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes second and long. The give to the single back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Running through contact. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. There is a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Carr on play action. Pressure coming. On the move and looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
And the defense was not fooled on that 3rd down. They were expecting that could be run. Linebackers doing a nice job really coming hard downhill to stop that play.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. There he goes. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Joseph. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. That last completion was not exactly what they had in mind. Going backwards, they'll try to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quickly complete. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The run inside. It's Williams. Might have a chance. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Finds his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Hold. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Shoots it to the left. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Back to throw, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win. everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw.
Makes the grab and room to run. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his feet. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Carr. They go to the wide receiver screen, and he's knocked down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Joseph on the play action. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, everybody is so excited about the way the defense is performing. They have been in the top 10. They're really excited about their possibilities for postseason. But right now, it's all about the balance of this team and how they're performing here today. Defense continues to create turnovers, and the offense continues to capitalize. I'll keep you posted on how they keep going here on the sidelines. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Carr. They're setting up the screen. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Running inside. It's Mobley. Hard running there. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Might as well give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Irish send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. They boot it away on 4th down. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Going to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Joseph rushes on him. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
On the ground, it's Mobley. Makes his man miss. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
cliche goes Lerno every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.